Hi everyone and welcome to Mimic.digital. Today I'm going to take you through the basics of our interface. So following this video, you should be able to navigate your way around the interface and have a clear understanding as to what the various buttons in the interface do. Once you sign in, you'll see that we start off in the Project Center. Now the Project Center has a few buttons and features that I'm going to take you through. First of all, the most important button here is of course the Create a New Project button. Underneath, you'll see a list of projects that you've created. And on the top right panel, you see the Account Owner custom panel with a few options nested in there. Among these are the My Profile button, your inbox, display, billing, a help guide, and a sign out button, should you wish to sign out. To the left of the Account Owner custom panel, you'll see a bell notification icon. Clicking on this will take you to a completely new screen. Here you would see that we have various subsections regarding payment, news, or your encodings. You can see I've got one down here. Okay, let's go back to the Project Center, and then at the bottom right of the Project Center, you'll see our Intercom Health panel. Now in here you can get in touch with our support, or you can use the Search for Help feature to locate various articles and videos that might cover your specific query or question. Apart from this is also where you can find various updates on product features, and from time to time we'll list various product feature tours in this section. Now let's go into the project. I've created a demo. This is our demo mimic.digital project, which you can find on the website as well. Once you click on it, you will enter the Mimic project dashboard. Now there's quite a lot of things happening over here, but we'll go through them one by one. First of all, the heart of our system is our stage control, which is located here. So any and all stages that you create using our stage control would end up in this section. This is so that you have very quick access to all of them. You'd see the name of the stage as well as the stage input, but we'll go into more detail on that in a separate video on stage control. What's important now is that you'll see all your live stages in one section over here. So if I, for example, clicked on this stage, it'll open up a new tab taking me to the page of that specific stage. On the right hand side, you can see your link to your portal. When you click on that link, it'll open up a new tab. In our case, it's demo.mimic.digital, where you can scroll through and see exactly what you're working on. You can also see other basic properties of your project, like languages and how many team members you have on your project. You can also access their profiles from here. The next thing is your balance and your upcoming charges, as well as various help tutorials located here on the bottom left. Then on the far left, you'll see a whole lot of different modules. Let's go through them one by one. In project setup, you have profile. Within the profile, you can set up how many languages you have. You can set up your subdomain, and you can change your project name. You can also delete the entire event and or project as well. In your web portal, you've got quite a lot of elements. You can see a list of your pages that have been created. There are 5 different categories of pages, namely engagement pages, drag and drop pages, iframe pages, broadcast pages, and template pages. Broadcast pages are actually the stages that you saw on the home page. You can add different custom pages by clicking on the Add New Custom page. In here, you can select whether it's a drag and drop or iframe page. We'll also be adding a lot more types of pages in the future. In audience, at this stage, you have your people page, where you can navigate through the people that signed up for your event or project using a sign-up form. Let me just quickly go back to project setup. We missed one of the options, namely team members. Under team members, you can see all the team members that you've invited. In team emails, you can see all the stats of the emails that have been sent to your team. Things like whether the message has been delivered, read or clicked on, opened or sent. This is purely for your invited team. If you want to add a new team member to your project, you can go and click on Add New Team Member. There are 2 different types of team members, namely project admin or an engagement manager. Going back to web portal, we've had a look at pages. The next heading is page elements. This is where you'll be setting up your header menu. In your header menu, you can customize the top menu based on the type of access that's been granted to a user. When viewing the page as a guest, meaning a user is not logged in, these are the menu items that they will see. When viewing the page as a registered user, these are the menu items that they will see. These preferences are set up here on the right. You can build your menus and your sub-menus in here. You can create your own drag and drop pages. You can set up fonts, change your style, design, colors, and add custom code if you wanted to. The same will apply for your footer. Then there is personal menu. This is where you can customize your personal menu located in your user profile. This is my personal menu located on the right side over here. This personal menu can be customized as well. Portal settings is where you change your global settings for your fonts, paragraphs, and buttons. Theo Player settings allows you to customize your colors of your media player to match the colors of your event. This is what we did for the demo. In translations, you would see all the languages that you use and the translations that you have. At this stage, I've just set up English. File storage is where you can see a library of all the files that you have uploaded. Custom domain is where you would connect a custom domain for your project. Moving on to audience. Once again, this is just a list of people that have registered. Under the engagement module, you have two options, namely Chatrooms and Exhibition. The Chatrooms module is where you create different chat rooms. In our case, we've created 2 chat rooms, and if you go into the front portal, you can see the 2 chat rooms. If you click into any one of the 2, you can then see the conversations happening inside of them. If you click on the dots on the top right-hand corner, you can edit the title, image, or description of these chat rooms. The Meta module gives you information on how to integrate your own Metaverse assets as well as assets that we currently have available. The email module allows you to send 3 different types of emails, namely confirmation emails, invitation emails, and custom emails. A confirmation email is an email sent to a user who used the sign-up form, whereas an invitation email is sent to someone invited from your contact list, and custom email is used for things like customized marketing emails. You can go play around with these, but we also have a separate video specifically dedicated to emails. The template section allows you to create email templates. These you can then use for the 3 primary email sections in your email dashboard. For example, you can have multiple types of confirmation emails and switch between them as and when needed. Similarly so, you can have various emails to use for marketing, which can also be switched between. The contact section is pretty self-explanatory. This is where all your contacts are stored, as well as various statistics that get stored with your contacts. Contact list allows you to create various contact lists and groups for you to distribute emails to a specific segment or group, for example. Then the last option in the emails tab is domain setup. Here you can connect your own email domain. Okay, moving on to stage control. In here you'll see all the stages that have been created. I'll go into one of the stages that we've created. Let's say this 360 stage quiz. You'll see that here on the right, a menu appears. This menu lists inputs, audience, Q&A, chat, and polls. So this is your control panel for this specific stage. If we have a quick look here at inputs, the way that you activate and deactivate an input or switch between inputs is you click and hold on the activate button of the specific input that you want to activate. You'll see it changes to the input that I've selected. I'm just going to switch back to the stage over here again by clicking and holding on activate. To edit any input that you've created, you simply click on the top right hand corner on the 3 dots. This would open a small submenu that gives you 2 options to edit input and delete input. We're trying to keep it consistent throughout the interface, so whenever you see these 3 dots on the top right hand corner, this should indicate to you that you can edit that specific element simply by clicking on the 3 dots. Okay, moving on. Let's have a look at the video on demand module. In here you can upload various videos in different codecs. Once uploaded, the platform will automatically encode these videos, optimized for online viewing. And lastly, we'll have a look at the reporting module. In here you'll see a downloads and quick insights section. We're not going to go into these 2 in detail today. There will be a separate video on these as well as statistics. Thank you very much for joining us for this brief introduction into the Mimic interface.